Toronto Raptors today. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. Back to the road tomorrow as this is the final game of the Nets homestand. And, of course, Seth Curry. This is their first game without him.
And to say the deal changes the look and the feel of this franchise, quite frankly, is stating the obvious. That they are a vastly different team than they were just a few days ago. Obviously looking long-term rather than short.
Simmons with it. Picked up by Van Vliet.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
In the corner, Irving with it. Lets it go with the three. Toronto grabs the miss. Barnes outside. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Screen by Siakam. To the middle. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Launches a three. No good that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
We sometimes forget how solid Irving is when it comes to his passing. Great find there.
Now here's Van Vliet. No good from outside. On the wing, Irving. Here's the three. Siakam pulls it in.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink one of their first 5 shots.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Here's Simmons. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Now, here is Irving. Six on the shot clock. And the layup is good.
So smooth around the rim. I love how Kyrie just goes up with confidence, knowing that he's going to figure it out.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Van Vliet picks one up. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their careers.
So it's Brooklyn now, after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Springer. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
clearly he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Ben Simmons, the epitome of a point forward.
He passes it well and plays huge for a guard at 6'11". It's crazy. It is very rare to see a player of his size with his skill set.
A walking triple-double threat. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all. But, Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The 17-footer. Brooklyn with the rebound. Irving surveying the floor. He got it up. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Raptors. Now, here's Durant from past the arc. And it's Stanley with the rebound. Raptors leading by 6. Here's Springer. Teardrop shot. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. And so Simmons will bring it up for Brooklyn. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. That one, no good. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Pass to Stanley. Here's Springer. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. KD on the wing. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Durant's got 5.
Slick shot by Durant. Gets the pass and is in his motion a second later.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the 2 defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. You see those 2 boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the 2 defenders on the elbows. That's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And Toronto has possession. It's a 5-point game. For 3, Van Vliet. It's good from long range. Van Vliet's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And count on Van Vliet to hit that 3-point shot. He's an efficient scorer from beyond the arc.
The kick out to Warren. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. The Nets have tremendous talent, of course, but there have been some challenges. KD says, I know the fans have high expectations for us, but if If you're a fan, you'll appreciate Nets basketball and what we're trying to build, and you'll follow us along this journey because you never know what may happen. Kevin, back to you.
Great. David, thank you.
Now, Kyrie has the ability to rack up a ton of assists. He knows how to find the open man.
Van Vliet. And that one's good. Barnes. 11 points for Scotty Barnes.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Down low. And stolen by Siakam. Nobody near Barnes. Barnes with another miss. Nets trailed by 6. Outside for Durant. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. KD's got his 3rd basket of the night.
He's looking much more confident here in the second quarter as far as his scoring goes.
Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. To the inside, Plumlee, and it's good for 2.
At 6'11", with his passing skills, Simmons will always find the open man.
And that one's good. Barnes. Barnes has got 6 in the quarter.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
The Nets working the ball around now. Out to KD. Fires from deep. And the Nets another 3.
And he's now made 3 three-pointers here in the second, starting to get it going.
Pass to Siakam. Trent with the wide open look. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Inside. The shot's good from Plumlee.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
For 3, Van Vliet. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6. And there's the foul on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
We've got 28 seconds left from the first half of basketball. Nets trailed by 3. Pass to Sharp. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Raptors lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense. Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Pass to Warren. From downtown, they get it back.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Here's Springer. Here's Achua.
Oh,
wow.
Yes. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now Tate. Outside Martin. Clock at 4. Here's Warren. Barnes grabs the miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Offensive rebound. And it's Barnes snapping it down.
Operation Feed the Horse. Feed him early and often. And guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Barnes. Softly drops in the floater. Barnes has got the lead up to 9 now for the Raptors.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed one shot in their first 5.
Here's Mills. The putback. The shot comes out, and it's the Raptors taking it the other way.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 11. KD, that's for 2. And that one's on target from the wing. KD's got 13.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something that everyone knows or should know. When Durant turns it on, there is no slowing him down. That's how lethal of a scorer he is in NBA history.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
13 foul.
Here's Irving. .139 left to play in the third. Pass to KD. Lets it go from deep. Let's keep it alive. Second shot opportunity. Oh, that's blocked.
And we've seen them come out and be much more active defensively this half.
Achua. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the Nets, Richard, are trying to build a legacy where they're recognized as one of the league's true glamour franchises.
And they've got the star power and they've got the market. You got an ownership that is willing to pay for it. They will do everything, but ultimately it's going to be the players and how they perform on the court that will dictate how this success is viewed.
The infrastructure is there. Now can they get the players to fill the role? Springer can't get it to go.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
To the paint, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Raptors leading by 10. To the inside. Shoots the 3. Achua, no good. 23 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Irving, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Look, Kyrie doesn't need any encouragement to just do what he does because that's the type of handle that he has. He's going to go out there and he's going to show everyone what he's capable of every night.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Simmons with it. 11 points in the game. Good D by Anunoby. Here's Barnes. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Toronto ahead, up by 8. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Raptors leading by 8. Van Vliet looking around. And a wide open look for Siakam. Offline with his 3. And here's Mills. Siakam pulls it in. Barnes outside. Siakam outside. Raptors moving the ball around. Screen by Siakam. Pass to Barnes. Off target from outside. That's trailed by 8. Now here's Mills. They set the pick. Over Siakam. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Martin. On the court. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. For 3, Van Vliet. And the Raptors miss again.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
And another turnover here by Brooklyn. Toronto calls timeout. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys. During the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Thank you, David. And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Irving. Out to Harris. He's looking for Plumlee and finds him. Outside Simmons. Nifty move. It's hauled in by Trent. Toronto leading by 8. Van Vliet outside. The 3 from Barnes. The shot, no good.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Here's Irving. Off with the layup. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Siakam's running. Anunoby has the open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And finally, someone scores.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
And now, in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. Siakam misses. Nets trailed by 11. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Durant. Clock at 6. And right on target with the swish.
In the mid-range, Durant is deadly as ever. Easy money sniper, putting up a little silky jumper.
Van Vliet wide open. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And shot on the way. They get it again. Trent outside. There's the triple. And Simmons with the rebound. In the corner, Irving with it. Shoots it. And that one hits back iron.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
And Durant launches from deep. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Barnes. A shot, no good. Simmons with the defensive effort. On the wing, Irving. Outside, Simmons. Outside, KD. Launches it. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
The confidence that Durant has in his three-point shot is something special. He doesn't doubt his selections at all.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Raptors.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Scottie Barnes.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Oh, absolutely aggressive move by Durant, taking it right to the hole with authority.
And here's Barnes for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Not sure the miracle, Greg, is on hand here tonight for them.
Well, they need one, but gonna play it until the final whistle.
Out to KD. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
And so it's the Raptors winning this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by